Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a detailed video on exactly what I do in the process of completing a full set. I'm also going to leave little timestamps at the top and which step that I'm doing, just so you guys can really see how long it takes. And at the end, I'll show you the total time that it took me to do this set. So I did start by pushing back the EPONYCHIUM. This set is coming off of a full soak off, so you'll see that the nail looks a little crusty. That's just because we just came out of the acetone and removed all the excess acrylic, and we're going to go into prepping the nail plate. So I went in and I removed excess cuticle with this little tiny bit here. This step, I'm doing it on reverse and at 10,000 RPMs. I'm going all the way around, moving from left to right, and I'm just pushing back the cuticle at the same time as I'm doing this, barely touching the nail plate. You don't want to apply any pressure. You want to let the drill do the work for you. Next, I'm going to be removing the surface shine from the nail plate and any remaining acrylic from the soak off. To do this, I'm on forward on my drill, and I'm going to be working on 6,000 RPMs. Again, you don't want to be applying any pressure. You're just letting the nail drill and the sanding band do the work for you. It's going to glide over the nail perfectly, and it's going to remove anything that it needs to remove. I'm not applying any pressure. I'm letting the drill bit do the work for me, and I'm just seeing if there's any inconsistencies. Sometimes you'll see some acrylic still on there, like in the teeniest bit. I don't really remove all of this because you don't want to put more work into the nail plate than you need to. So sometimes I just leave a thin little layer as long as there's no lifting. Next step is trimming the natural free edge. So I'm going in with my little nail clippers and I'm clipping it. I did look underneath to make sure she has no hyponychium sticking out so I don't cut the client. I made sure. So now I'm just cutting it. I do leave a little bit of extra wiggle room there when I'm cutting the natural nail, just in case, because after that I do go in with a file and I quickly go over this just to make sure everything is super flush and there's no little snagglies or anything, because this can allow lifting in the future and we definitely don't want that. Next step is I'm cutting all the dead cuticle off. So I'm going in with my cuticle nippers and I'm just going in and making sure to get off anything that's, you can see hers are lighter in color, so you can tell exactly where the dead skin is. So I'm just going ahead and removing all of this gently, and because of all the prep that we just did prior, they're really showing, so it makes it a lot easier for us to know exactly what to do and where to go. Now that that's done, we're going to go in and cleanse the nail. So I'm just going in and taking off any debris that's left over with some alcohol. And after this, now that the nail plate is clean and dehydrated, I am going in with our nail tips. I'm sizing everything up and gluing them on, making sure that they're really on, gluing them as close to the free edge as I can, and using as minimal glue as I can as well. So I'm making sure they're all straight. Some of her fingers go a little crooked, so I did line them up with her knuckles, and now everything is super straight. Next, we're cutting the tips to length. So she wanted a medium set. Usually she goes for XL, but she was like, listen, I'm going to try something a little shorter today. So we did cut them, and honestly, they look super, super cute. I'm taking my sanding band again on 6 RPMs, and I'm blending all the tips into the natural nail plate, and I'm just again letting the nail drill do the work for me. I'm just going on all the corners where the nail tips meet the nail plate. I'm just blending this in and doing minimal work on the nail plate because we've already done that, and just making sure that there's no ridges or anything where the acrylic can get stuck in and create some inconsistencies later. Next, I'm taking my hand file and I'm just fixing the shape a little bit, blending everything in with the nail bed, and so the edges and everything like that, and then I'm just filing the free edge as well to make sure everything is nice and straight and clean. This part is optional because you are filing after, but I like to do it before and after, just so one, it's less work when I'm applying my acrylic, and it's less work later. Again, I'm going in with some alcohol and I'm cleansing the nail plate again, making sure there's no debris. This also helps the nail tips blend in even more. I'm taking my primer and I'm scrubbing this into the nail plate. You'll see me like kind of going up and down motions. I'm just literally pushing and scrubbing it into those cracks because I want to make sure that there's maximum hold, and this is the way I like to do that. Here comes the acrylic application portion. So I just do like usually 1 bead application for this size of nail, and I'm just placing it at the top. You'll see me like sealing the cuticle, and I like to try to do as best application as I can so there's minimal filing later. This saves me a lot of time, so you'll see me really working slow and adding more liquid to my brush and cleaning off my brush, and you'll see me going back in on that cuticle, making sure everything is sealed as best as it can be with my brush. I'm pulling everything down. You do want to focus on maintaining your side walls with your brush, so just wipe them down, keep everything nice and quadratic, smoothing everything out, and then at the end I do dab on the edge to make sure it's flat, and then I remove the excess acrylic from underneath and make sure everything is back to square. I did speed up the other fingers because you saw me do it on the first one, but I'm gonna just kind of zoom on past this, and basically you'll just see me really focusing on maintaining the shape. So that's the most important part, because you see how they're pretty nicely shaped right now. So whenever we go into filing, it's going to be super low maintenance and pretty easy to file, which is going to save us a lot of time later. Now is the hand filing stage, so I'm just taking my hand file and making sure that there's no acrylic like on her skin or anything like that near where the tip meets, and I'm just going in doing underneath, the sides, and the free edge there. That's all I do usually with the hand file because the application from acrylic is very clean. I don't need to like go in and really perfect anything. If I did, I would do it with my hand file. Then I'm going in with my e-file and I'm just cleaning the underneath because we did file the free edge, so there will be some acrylic buildup under there. And I'm going in, this is a 5-in-1 Pro Bit, and I do it on 15,000 RPMs, and I'm just going into the cuticle part and I'm just sealing everything and really making sure that there's a good seal on that. I do like to go in and really make sure that everything is flush, and I do a little bit of realigning with everything. I do go over it with the bit on the body of the nail. Finally, I'm taking a buffing block and I'm buffing the whole nail just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. I love this step. Some people skip it, but I do like to buff a little bit. I don't go too crazy with the buffing, but I do really like to buff everything out. It just gives such a smooth base. This is the gel polish I'm going in with. It is a cat eye polish. I'm going to do one thin layer of this on the nail, making sure everything is covered and making sure to get it as close to the cuticle as possible. And I don't cure it yet. I go in with my magnet and I just go over it in circular motions, just pulling everything to the front and making sure I can get a really nice reflect on there. You can see how pretty that is. And I'm doing this on all the nails. I do cure every nail in between. So I do one finger, put it in the lamp, then I switch the other hand and do one finger. Or sometimes I do two, but usually I'll do one just to make sure that the magnet really stays strong and it freezes in that state. So all of this is finished. Once that's finished, it's a final cure, and then I'm going in with some white gel polish and I'm putting a French tip on every nail. She wanted pretty deep Frenchies because she is going a little shorter. She wanted her nails to appear longer, so I am drawing a little deep French tip. They're so nice, and just drawing this in white gel polish, making sure to go slowly as possible. This I do all the fingers back to back. I just didn't record every step because you just see it once and that's good enough. I am going on all of this, making sure to get it right up to the free edge, making sure there's no inconsistencies in polish, and you want it to look as seamless and as smooth as possible. Once this is finished, this is how it looks. I do all the other fingers. This is how we're looking, and then it's time for a top coat. So I do finish with a top coat and making sure to really get it smooth and getting it again as close to the cuticle as possible without touching it, making sure it's nice. And then I do use the light to make sure the nails look super smooth. If you don't find it looks too smooth, you can flip the hand upside down to get it to pool smoother, and finish with a cure, and there you have it. So this set took me 49 minutes and 20 seconds. The removal was a little bit extra beforehand, but I didn't include that in the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.